Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I am here today to talk about how I plan to read more in 2016. I have always been a really big reader. However, the past few years, I've really seen it gone downhill, and I've always written down all the books that I read every year. And I kind of noticed from about 2010 to 2014, it was just slowly declining as far as how many books I read in a year. And I just found myself really missing reading as more of a habit. And so I really just wanted to make sure that I kept that going and I got back into it and I made it more of a daily habit, which I did in 2015. And in 2015, I read 62 books, I believe. And that was the most I have read in probably the past 5 years. So I was very, very happy with myself last year. So for this year, I have set my Goodreads goal at 60 books again. I'm hoping to at least read as much as I did in 2015, if not more. If I can get more, I'm hoping I can. But I have a couple strategies on how I'm going to really get all that reading in a productive way. So the first thing is I have this goal tracker, which is a goal tracker that was created by Elise Joy, and I will include a link to her shop where you can buy this. It's a $4.99 download. So you just print it out, and it has, they almost look like the Scantron numbers on here. You set a goal for yourself to work on something every day, and as you do it, you kind of just color in the date, to show that you've done that. I used the same kind of tracker last year, and it was wonderful. I kept it by my nightstand so that every night I would say, did I read today? No, I didn't. Let me get some reading in before I go to bed, and I would be able to color it in. So this really, really, really helped me, and I read all but I think 14 days in 2014. There were 14 days that I didn't read, and that is incredible for me. So I'm hoping to have this completely filled in, even if it's just a chapter here and there. As long as I read something every day, that's going to be one of my goals for that. A second goal is I'm planning to always have a physical book or a Kindle book and an audiobook going at the same time. So I'm going to be constantly either listening to a book or reading a book, kind of work on one of those every single day. And I've been getting a lot more into audiobooks lately. I've built a little bit of a collection as far as Audible goes, and Scribd as well. Scribd is another audiobook site where you can download audiobooks and listen to them on your app on your phone. That's the only way that you can listen to them, but it's been really great. I do have an affiliate link in my description box here in all of my videos, so if you ever want to check it out and sign up under my link, then you can get, I believe, 2 free months. It's either 1 or 2, but that equals 1 or 2 free audiobooks, because when you sign up, you get 1 free. I'm pretty sure it's 1 right now, but sometimes they bump it up to 2. But that's kind of my plan right now. So for example, right now I am reading a book on my Kindle. I am also listening to The Book Thief on audio. So when I have time that I can't actually sit down and have my book in front of me, if I'm like cooking dinner or running errands or something, I can have The Book Thief in my ear and listen to it while I'm doing other things. So that's going to be another way I can squeeze some extra reading in. I also need to read more during the day instead of just at night before I go to bed, because my habit is I will get in bed, I'll pull out my book, I'll read for 10 minutes, and then I fall asleep because I'm exhausted. So I really want to start making a habit to read more during the day when the house is quiet, or if my girls are entertaining themselves and they don't need me for anything, I can sit down and pop my book open and read during the day. So those are some of my strategies for trying to sneak in some more reading this year. I also do want to elaborate a little bit on one of my goals, which is to read 60 books. I want to try to have at least half of that be books that I own, either on my bookshelf or on my Kindle. Like, I have them in my possession and I own them, because I have a spreadsheet on Microsoft Excel, and I have books that I own that I have not read yet. I have books that I own that I have read, and the numbers are insanely ridiculous. I own almost 600 books. I think it's like at $5.95 right now. That's including physical and Kindle. And then versus how many I have read, it's like 39 right now. I've only read 39 of them. Granted, usually if I have a Kindle book and I read it, I usually take it off my Kindle when I'm done, unless it's something that I absolutely loved and I want to reread someday. I usually won't leave it on there. I'll just take it off. But physical books, I don't get rid of them all that often. Every so often I do an unhaul, but it's not usually a whole lot. So yeah, I want to try to make at least 30 books that I currently own and I currently have, and they are on my bookshelves or my Kindle, and I can read them and get those done. So I guess basically my goal to get that number more even on my spreadsheet. So I'm at 39 right now. So if I have at least 69, or maybe I'll go for 70, if I can have 70 books in my red column, I will be so happy. So I'm going to make that my goal. And even if I read something like Kindle and I take it off, I'll probably still move it over to the red column. That way I can really see how much I actually read. Because if I just delete it, then, it's not there in my memory to remember that I actually read it. So that's going to be my goal. So my goal is to have 70 books in my red column on my spreadsheet. So I'm going to set it at that. It's on YouTube. It's official. It's happening. I'm officially responsible for it. Okay, so that's kind of how I'm going to really try to sneak in some good reading this year and just a little bit more of my goals. Please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you guys, how you guys sneak in extra reading here and there whenever you can. I'd love some more tips as well. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.